So when it comes to making money in Stardew Valley, there are seemingly endless opportunities. But what is the easiest way to secure money, especially at the beginning, and how should you spend it when you finally get some? Well, the answer is simple. Just spend your money on chickens. I'm 100% convinced that basic chickens are by far the best farm animal, especially early on, and if you strangely do not believe so, feel free to tell me in the comments below, so I can feature a best farm animal video with your opinion and probably a lot of basic math the next time. This means that now is the time to subscribe to this channel for free and hit the bell beside the subscribe button and take care of it just like you take care of your first parsnips. I shall give you a second for this. Now that all of you watching this video are subscribed to my channel, I shall continue. Now, the reason why chickens reign supreme is their huge investment return rate, which basically means you get more money back from what you've spent. This factor is even better when you know that chickens are the cheapest animal to begin with, making it one of the easiest ways to snowball a lot of gold. I know that Stardew Valley is actually about playing it slow and at your own pace. The problem here is, well, my own pace, so I ain't having a slow game. Ever. We simply aren't made for each other. Back to the topic. In this video I will show you how to create a good start for your game and do not have to bother about money after probably the first 2 seasons or something. Now without further ado, let us stick straight to the execution plan. Just to make it clear, you do not have to worry. I'm going to recap everything important at the end too, so you can easily check if you missed something. To start your chicken master journey, you need to secure a coop early. For this exact reason you need to plant the 15 parsnip seeds you got for free on your first day. To do so you gotta free the space directly at your house and till 25 fields with your hoe you got for free. You also need a pickaxe for stones, a scythe for fibergrass, and an axe, wouldn't be bad, for branches and trees. A 5x5 pattern would be the best for this. Next you gotta buy 10 potato seeds from Pierre's general store in the middle of the town right at the beginning of the game, from the money you already got. Plant all your seeds and do not forget to water them with your watering can. Seeds need to be watered every day, just in case it wasn't obvious. With the leftover energy you are going to chop some wood and build a chest. Since you are the barbarian, you gotta place the chest inside your house and call it to your liking. As soon as you chopped away your energy bar, which is at the bottom of your screen and isn't allowed to hit 0 at all cost, go to bed and sleep for today. Do not sell any forageables if you may have found any, we will need them later. You may run around with your hoe all the time to clear artifact spots, which can be found on the ground from time to time to get some clay, copper or stone. On the second day you get up, water your crops and store everything except the hoe in your chest. Prepare yourself because today we are going fishing! Yay! The fishing minigame is disliked by a few people, but do not worry about it. You only need it at the beginning because fishing is the best early game money source. To get the fishing pole, simply check your ladders and hit Willy on the beach. Afterwards go to the mountain lake, since it is the best option to make money by fishing early. When your inventory space goes down to 0, you are free to return to your farm, sell the fishes by throwing them in your bin right to your house, and cut down another few more trees for wood. If you hit around 300 wood or something, you gotta switch to mining stones on your farm for 200 more stones. Keep all geodes and coal you get while doing so. Repeat this process till you got 4000 gold, 300 wood and 200 stones. Day 5 is finally here and it is the day of your first harvest. Just throw your freshly harvested parsnips in the bin and you will get more money the next day. You should also buy another 15 parsnip seeds, plus 1 for each crop a crow ruined you. Damn crows! To get farming level 2, for sure, to secure the mayonnaise machine recipe. As promised, you also need to visit the mine for your future money. Actually, you want to mine for copper and earth crystals. A few stones aren't that bad either. Only take your pickaxe, maybe a bit of food with you, and then go straight to the mine. To go mining, you have to enter the mine behind the lake, which is accessible on the 5th for your first year and after. You will get a bad sword for free, which we hopefully will not need. Since I don't want to spoil you too much, I am only going to say that much. You hit the checkpoint every 5 levels. You start at level 1 and will get deeper through ladders, which you may get from clearing stones and ores or killing some monsters. By entering the mines you get a secondary energy bar which stands for your health and not your energy. If your health drops to 0, the current day is finished and you will lose some money and some items. The odds that a ladder might appear from mining increases when you clear all the monsters on the current level. We just try to reach level 10, and after reaching level 10 you can enter level 10 with the elevator and leave as soon as you have cleared level 11 from the earth crystals and copper ores which just lay around on the ground for free. Rinse and repeat. You can repeat this process as long as you want and as often as you want. You can even go deeper into the mines, but after a certain level you will not get any earth crystals, so it's not worth. Kill duggies because they have a chance to drop geodes and earth crystals. Those geodes can contain earth crystals, clay, copper, stone and coal, which you will need for your future chickens too. They can even contain some artifacts or other crystals which you can sell if you don't want to donate them. And since we're rushing chickens, we are going to sell them for sure. So let the smith at the right of the town crack geodes for you open. Basically you try to get as many earth crystals as possible. As soon as you hit 4000 gold, 300 wood and 100 stones, you should free yourself a bit of space on your farm and visit Robin's shop by the mountain lake to get yourself a fancy little coop. It will take care of 3 days to build the coop, so you gotta have some time to get 5 copper bars, 100 stone and 10 clay to build a silo. You can obtain clay by digging up artifact spots in the ground or when you till tillable land like on your farm, in the mine or on public ways where there isn't stone. The most lucrative is probably in the mines cause you dig up food like cave carrots or even geodes, other resources like copper, stone and even some artifacts are there for you too. On level 13 or level 23 there is the most space to dig up. So if you want to go for clay, you should consider those 2 levels. But the most important thing for you to secure in this standby time would be 800 to 3200 gold, since you need 800 per chicken, and the earlier you get them, the easier and faster you get the money back. You also may decide for one chicken color and only buy the specific color, since it will make the management easier. Hashtag racist. On the day that Robin finishes your coop, you can buy yourself some lovely chicks from Marnie and give Robin an order to build the silo too. Chicks and mayonnaise machines are more important than the silo, just to make it clear. To grab yourself some fancy mayonnaise machines you need farming level 2 and 15 wood, 15 stone, 1 earth crystal and a copper bar. You should have as much mayonnaise machines as you have chickens, or half the amount. Having less than half the amount of your chickens is just a bit harder to manage. Now as soon as you own a silo you can cut grass on your farm to get some hay, which you can pick up from a hopper in your barn or coop. Marnie is also selling hay, but this is rather expensive to buy it from her, especially in the early game, so let's try to avoid it as good as possible. Now to complete the guide, let me recap everything. The first thing we need is obviously a coop, because we can't have chickens without a coop. The next thing we need is the furnace. We only need it to make copper bars because mayonnaise machines need a lot of them. Third would be the silo, because it's obvious we need it to feed our chickens. And buying hay from Marnie is just a bad option. Do not forget we need clay, stone and copper bars for it. Fourth, or also third, would be the chickens. We need them as soon as possible, obviously. As mentioned before, the silo is important, but not as important as the chickens. So if possible, get them on the same day. And now we do have 3 more days to get ourselves mayonnaise machines. Those are really important because without you would just lose 75% of your profit. Just remember that you need farming level 2 for it. And here is where most people stop, and this is the reason why most people also look down on chickens. Those people just don't get the most important thing. Repeat. Step 1, 4 and 5. If you want to take your game slow, I would recommend you to stop at like 3 cubes. That will be enough to sustain you for the game without making you a huge amount of profit, but still enough to buy most things you want to. Note that you do not want to upgrade your cubes at any cost early. It is better to build a new basic cube. But the probably biggest problem I hit with this challenge have been earth crystals. You need a lot of earth crystals if you do not stop building cubes. So keep this in mind. If you have secured your first cube, you may consider buying hay from Marnie, since it is not that expensive and you get back even more money the next day. When it comes to your profession, I would choose Tiller at level 5 and Artisan at level 10. Artisan is for sure one of the 2 best skills in the game. And that is it, my fellow farmers, your easy way to guarantee yourself an early, mid and even late game money source with any real game knowledge, exploits or dangerous mining attempts. Now that you know how to secure your income for the rest of the game without knowing anything about deep Stardew Valley game mechanics that actually exist too, you can safely do whatever you want to do and spend your money on whatever you want to. Cause it comes to you back on a daily basis and forever. Except you do not feed your own chickens, of course. If you still do not agree with me that chickens are the best animal in the game, let me know in the comments below. I will gladly tackle those comments in my next video. If you liked this video, give it a like if you haven't already. You may look forward to my new video about the math behind and why chickens reign supreme. See you next time and have some fun with your easy money.